Hello student, today we are going to start chapter number 3, that is synthetic fibers and plastic. This chapter is very easy and very short also. In this chapter we are going to learn what are the synthetic fibers and we'll learn something about plastics also. So in the previous class, in class 7th, you have already learned how the natural fibers are obtained. Natural fibers like the fibers which are having the source plant or animals. So what are the natural fibers? Yes, natural fibers are they are cotton, wool and silk. Other than these three, can you guess another name of natural fibers? Yes, very good. They are jute and other like flax. They are also fibers. Okay. So here we can see that the natural fibers are the fibers which is originated from plant or animals, and the synthetic fibers are the fibers obviously which are made by man-made, which are man-made or which are made artificially, that are called synthetic fiber or man-made fibers. Okay, so here today we are going to see what are the types of synthetic fibers. Okay, so first fiber that we are going to see is rayon. Have you heard the name rayon? It is also known as artificial silk. Okay, so the source of the rayon is wood pulp. That means we can say that it is having the natural resource. Okay, so the source is obviously the natural, but this natural source, that is wood pulp, is treated with chemicals to get the rayon. Okay, so we can say that this is semi-synthetic. It is not completely natural, it is not completely synthetic. You can say that rayon is semi-synthetic. Okay, and the rayon is mixed with cotton to make bed sheets or mixed with wool to make carpets. So you can see in the diagram the the article made of rayon. So carpet is given. Okay, so this is made by rayon. The another type of synthetic fiber is nylon. Nylon is very strong, elastic and light. It is lustrous. Lustrous means what? It has having some luster, means it is having some brightness in its surface. It is easy to wash and it has become very popular for making clothes. So nylon clothes, its socks, ropes, brushes, tents, car seat belts, sleeping bags, curtains, etc. can be made by this nylon. So it's very strong. Nylon are so strong that is also used to make parachutes ropes and the ropes for rock climbing. So you can imagine how much strong is this. Okay, so you can do one activity to see the strength of the cotton thread or the strength of any type of strength by using this hanging iron strand, in which we are hanging one thread, and by placing some weight we can identify the strength of the particular fiber. Okay, now another name is given, that is PET. PET. What is the full form of PET? That is polyethylene terephthalate. Polyethylene terephthalate. So all are polymers. What are polymers? Polymers are the large molecules which are made by the combination of small molecules. These small molecules are also known as monomers. So when many monomers join together, they form one polymer. Okay, so many polymers are there. We'll learn one by one. For example, polyester. Whenever poly word will be there, poly means many. Poly means many and mer means units. So when many units combine together, they form one polymer. So the polyester, like poly plus ester, means many ester units combine together and form one polymer. that is called polyester. Likewise, polywool, polyester, these are all terracotta, polycot, these are all types of polymers which are made by small units. Another type of synthetic fiber that is called acrylic. This wool is obtained from natural source, is quite expensive. So acrylic is another type of synthetic fiber which is very expensive. So let us see what are the another things. So in this table you can see observation table is there, type of thread, okay, and cotton, wool, silk, nylon. So you can see the strength of any of this fiber by placing weight. So you can imagine which one will be the highest strength. Yes, you're right, the nylon will be having the highest strength. Okay, so now what are the other characteristics of synthetic fiber? You can easily guess this because we are using this synthetic fiber in our day-to-day life. They are very durable. Durable means बहुत long lasting है. They are very durable. They are very less expensive. They are cheap. We can easily buy them. They dry up quickly, means whenever any water particle is there, they evaporate easily. So it can be used very easily, and it is readily available. They are easy to maintain. Okay, so all these things making the synthetic fiber very popular these days. So we are using this one. And one other synthetic another type is there, that is plastic. So everybody, we are using plastics in our day to day life. Okay, this plastic is having two type of arrangement. It can be linear type of arrangement or cross linked arrangement. So these are making two different types of plastics. Okay, so day to day items, you know very well these items, chairs, buckets, we are using glasses, toys, these are all plastics that we are using. They are very cheap. They can be molded in any of shape, okay, and they can be recycled, reused, they can be colored, belted, rolled into shade and made into wires. So they are having variety of uses. So this plastic, or you can say polythene, is also a type of a polymer which is used to make polythene bags. Okay, these days polythene bags are banned, you know, polythene bags are banned. We should not use this polythene bags. Why they are banned, you know very well, and we'll get the answer of this question also. So right now we'll see that this plastic is having two types: thermosetting plastic and thermoplastic. Thermoplastic means some plastics which gets deformed easily on heating and can be bent easily, means any type of plastic bags, cheap bags, very thin bags which can be molded again and again. Okay, so polythene, PVC means polyvinyl chloride. Here also the poly word is coming, that means it is also a polymer. So they are thermoplastic that can be molded again and again, but some plastics that can be molded only once, they cannot be softened by heating again. So such plastics are known as thermosetting plastics. Their examples are bakelite and melamine. Examples are also there, that is called bakelite and melamine. So these are very important. So melamine we are using in our day to day life. They are used in making crockeries, okay, and dinner sets that we are using in our day to day life. Okay, now you know plastics are non corrosive, they are light, they are strong, they are durable, they are attractive. But what is happening with our environment? They are polluting our environment. Why? Because plastics are non biodegradable. They cannot be decomposed by microorganisms. Okay, so plastics are having so many importance. They are very cheap, they are poor conductor, everything is fine, but they are harming our environment. That cannot be tolerable. So we should not encourage the use of plastics because they are all non-biodegradable. And last but not the least, what is there? As a responsible citizen, we should follow 5R principle. What is 5R? Reduce, reuse, recycle, recover and refuse. So we should follow all these instructions. I hope you will read this lesson, and by that time I will ask some questions also. So be ready for it and read this chapter thoroughly. Thank you so much.